Okay, I am in Sutton now, and I walk into Motspur Park, just following the slow race route from Sutton to Motspur Park. Now I'm filming this entirely on the DJI Pocket 2. So let's see how that is. Passing the Robin Hood here. Back in the day, many years ago, I used to play a lot of darts for a local pub team, and the Robin Hood, from what I remember, had a very good team. Anyway, this sort of route's weaving around a bit, so I better get back on track. You know, I've lived in, not in Sutton, but certainly this area for pretty much most of my life. And already I've found cut-throughs and little footpaths and things I've never ever been to, which would have been very handy back in the day where the night bus didn't exist and you wanted to get home and you end up walking along main streets and walking a long way around. We actually used to follow the stars home, believe it or not, or at least convince ourselves we were doing that. Just follow the plough home. Anyway, it's sort of like the back end of Sutton here. Nice bit of concrete. Alright, let's check the map, see where we're going. Little allotments there. Okay. I didn't even know there was allotments here. Just gone past Sutton bus garage. You can see the train line just following that little ridge there. And look, another little footpath. I want to talk a little bit about gear, and I think I already did this, or thought I already did this before, but I was in a different mode. I was in hyperlapse mode, so it was ridiculous. I'm filming this on the DJI Pocket 2, which on the bottom of it has a extended handle, a wireless handle, which is sending a signal here to my microphone, and underneath that I have a Smatree power bank. It's like a little handle which just gives a bit more power, give it a bit more juice. It's also quite comfortable to hold. I'm not holding that because below that I have a Manfrotto little mini tripod. The mode I'm on the moment is on face detect, and I just thought this little path would be quite interesting because I'm going in and out of different light and light, changing amazingly. I am navigating using OS Maps on my phone here, and it is telling me turn right down here. Yeah, so the whole walk here, which you're doing from Sutton to, where are we going? Motspur Park. I'm filming it entirely with this setup, just to test a few things out in different modes. This is a sort of mode which is kind of perfect for a hyperlapse. So I think let's go to hyperlapse mode. Sticking to a fence, and I've looked on Google Maps and it's just sort of this maybe unnamed nature reserve, let's call it, a little little pond, which I never knew existed. It's not accessible. It's just this little thing. I have no idea about this or what it is, but there's no naming on Google Maps. It's quite nice to know it's here, right in the middle of Sutton. Just behind me is the Sutton Inclusion Centre, which is like a community centre, and they have this little jetty that goes out to that little pond nature reserve. So I don't know if they have something to do with that. It's a Sutton Council run thing by the looks of it. But it'd be nice to think if it was just this little nature reserve, unnamed nature reserve, just quietly getting on. There were some nice looking birds. I don't know anything about birds, but there was quite a few different ones there. It's just a shame you can't really have a peek at it, but maybe the Sutton Inclusion Centre does. Who knows? Anyway, how's that face track working in this weird light? So this would be, I think it's Alexander Reg. It's a strange little park. We've got this basketball net, but not really on a court. And there's, what is this, right? It's not quite a bench. It's not a bus stop. There's no buses. We're in a park. But what is this? What is that all about? There you go. And a building called Ding. Anyway. Oh look, there's... I'm not even sure what that is. Is it like a workout thing? Does it go round? No, you just sort of stand on it and don't think it moves. Or does it? Oh, that goes round. Oh. And then what are these? You know, all these park gyms are fine and everything, but this is a bit random. What a funny little park. There's some lovely trees there. Look at this. And there's all these daffodils. I can just see growing on the other side of the park, but what a strange little park. Okay, we got a problem here. Footway closed, so I can't cross the river. Tiny little river, little stream. There's some deep excavation going on, but just for fun. I'll see how far I can get. Probably not very far. Maybe I need to jump across. Nah, I don't think I can get far at all. No. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, so I don't think actually this route is actually supposed to go through the park at all. We're supposed to follow this way. So we're just going to take a slight diversion, and it looks like we basically just go around this little building, little site here, and then cut back in, and we should be back on the path. But in terms of changing the route, I don't think it'll make it any longer. Maybe by about a minute or two. Unless you do what I do, just walk into the park and go completely the wrong way. But you could do that. But that's not the route. Alright. Okay, so I don't know if you can see behind me where the little footpath was closed. And I've found myself, it's barely a diversion if you didn't go the way I did, which was the wrong way. And now we're just following this quite lovely little footpath just along here. This is definitely a hyperlapse time. Definitely a hyperlapse time, I think. Okay, so we're gonna have to make another closure of something going on. We're gonna have to make a diversion, which, oh, is that another? Yeah, we've got the ply brook or something like that, and then this is something else. I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like we're gonna have to go round a little bit, which is a shame, but whatever they're doing, let's hope it's important. Right, so down this way. Yeah, some interesting graffiti, street art, call it what you like. At least some skills slowly developing. I mean, I'm a big fan of, not a fan of tagging or anything like that, and all this lettering is quite basic, you know, and I am a fan of street art and like really well done murals, but you know, to get to that point it takes a lot of practice. I just get the feeling that this is a, albeit illegal, little practice area for a lot of, I don't know, young artists, let's call them. I do know where we are. We are passing just on this side, the Motspur Park. It has a name. It's a nature reserve, but it's part of the Hamptons estate, let's call it, which is sort of New Hampshire style housing. And then they've got these wetlands and a nature reserve, which I think they were made to build and create. But it's very nice. I mean, there's like loads of amazing wildlife, and they've done quite a nice job of it. What is interesting, I grew up literally just over there, the other side of the Hamptons, and it used to be a sewage works. So it was like a 60-acre sewage works for years and years, and then they decided, no, we're going to build wetlands on there and housing made of wood, and which is all very well, but a couple of years ago some of the housing did actually, one of the housing blocks, there was a fire and a number of people lost their homes. And if you have a look at the station mural by Lionel Stanhope at Motspur Park Station, there's 24 butterflies or 26, I can't remember exactly, and those commemorate one for each family that lost their home in the fire. But yeah, we are in Motspur Park. And in fact, we've got some stables here on our side, and it's just a little hop over these fields, and I think we're in Motspur Park. It's a good little cut through. God, I wish I knew this years ago. I used to walk home from school, and this would have been much quicker. Anyway, that's Warden Cemetery. Just sort of passing on our right. Just carry on down this path. Just passing this, we're not going in here, but this is the St. Joseph Hood Memorial playing fields, and those big massive gasworks sitting on the horizon there. They're quite awesome. Anyway, we're not going down there, we're keeping in this. Oh no, there's an entrance to the cemetery there. We'll carry on down here. Right, we're just at the end of this walk, which is actually really nice. We're just at the residential bit, but it's just like most of that was like little pathways and things, which is quite surprising. I didn't really know existed, so yeah, quite enjoyed that one. Here we are arriving in Motspur Park.